Okay guys, it's FOMC tonight and it's about to come in, so I'm going to fire. Bollocks, it's coming in right now. I need to put my order in. Bollocks, late to the party, but we'll catch it. Right, there we go, we're in. Okay, I'm expecting it to slam down tonight and in. Right, there we go. Blimey, that was quick. Okay, so that is the trade off this level, slamming down. It's a real difficult trade. I have already told the guys what it is that I'm looking for. Give me a second, I'll quickly show you that just while this trade is in play. Switch this on. Oh, it's been a terrible day today. I'll kind of explain it in just a second. Okay, there is what I've done for the guys, so they knew what was doing. There's the video, there's the breakdown. Right, I'll be staging this back, and I'm going to be staging it back to this level here. In other words, cross this swing into this, into that, which is part of the higher time frames, which is here. So it's this swing here. If it breaks that, it's going to scream back up. Now that big scream was from the non-farm payroll review. Only happens once a year, and you need to be a little bit careful of it. Right, but my view is that this is going to push down, but I want to be able to capitalize on this. So I'm going to put some pre-orders in. I'm actually also going to put an extra order into this trade as well, which is going to go in right now, and I'm going to set it for 20 pips. But I'm going to do it straight to market. Bang, there we go. Right, so that's in. I'm going to set that, just give it a little bit extra to there. Okay, now while this is on, I'm going to place in some extra orders in case it slams up aggressively against me. Okay, so that'll be to there, to there, but it's actually working out the way that I had in mind, and I was quite happy, which is a miracle after today, because today I have been spitting teeth, absolutely spitting teeth all day, and you shouldn't take it out on the charts. And sadly, on one of my swing accounts, it cost me the thick end of £5,000 today. It's not a major issue because it's still got positions in it, but instead of pressing take profit, I pressed close lose, and it wiped out the ones that was underwater in a madness position, and it really annoyed the fuck out of me, really did. And that's because I'd been getting bombarded all day, and there was no positivity to it. It was just one dickhead after another, bang 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 all day, and I was at the end of my tether. Come 12 o'clock, I just wanted to sort of put my head in, and I was just annoyed to hell. So, and then I made a fatal mistake, and that compounded it, made it even worse. So I went, sod it, went in the garage, sorted out the wood store, made a new set of shelves and tidied it all out, got my tools ready because I'm going to do some work on the house this weekend, and settled myself down, been out of shower, watched a couple of films. Terrible films, by the way, but good popcorn candy. Been watching the Species films today. So I started the other day with the first one, and I ended it today with Awakening. It's a terrible film, by the way. The bird walks around with no clothes on for most of it, so that was all right. But no, it's a terrible film. And now I've settled down, I'm doing this because I'm going to take a few days off. Why? I need to. I genuinely need to take some time off. And you still have those that'll say, well, you're off all the time. I am, but I work while I'm off. And that's it. So tonight's really the ramblings of a madman while this is playing out. But it's actually doing what I want. You know, I made the prediction of this earlier. Now, if I pull this up, all of this lot is telling you it's neutral, so it could go either way. All right. So if I was going to put a long-term trade into this, I couldn't do it because it's a D trade. All right. So I've really got to work with what the anchor is, and the anchor said sell it. Okay. Now I'm also looking at this. Now the US it's still relatively weak, even though this is pushing up, and the JP, well, the JP has lost ground, but it is marginally stronger than the dollar. Then you take into account sort of this spike here. What that symbolized was very simple. Surge up, but the sellers were still there, symbolizing this thing is still pushing down. You take this out into a higher time frame, this is selling off. And it's tried to go up to 50% of this move. It has failed. So if it's failing, it's going to come back to where it's been. And these are the roadblocks in its path. So therefore, it was common sense to move this down. Now, I could kill this off now. I probably will shortly, because it'll be the second part of this. It seems to be stalling a little bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to close that off. We're going to take the money, just like so. And then I'm going to see if it will come back. Just take that off and pick up. But I'm also going to put an order underneath the one that's currently in, just like so. So if it picks it up, the only thing I've lost is spread. That's all I've lost. I'm just losing the spread. Okay. Now, let me just see where that is. Pull that up to there. Okay. Now, what I'm also going to do is I'm going to pull that down into here, halfway between that and that, tightening up my madness positions. And we're going to drop that in. Okay, so it's coming down. So let's have a look, see where we are. We're at 132 on this, so that's all right. Hasn't been the best of days. Down, down, down. Come on, down. Well, actually, I want you to move up. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let it run for a few minutes. And then I'll close it out. But just while it's doing what it's doing, let's just touch on mindset for a second here. Mindset is 9/10 of the law for trading. It really is. If you get your mindset wrong, you're probably in for a rough ride. And I found that out today. You know, I already knew it because I've been through it before. And some people say trading's a lonely job. See, to me, it's not. I don't find it lonely at all. I'm quite happy with just me, the screen, and listening to whatever silly music I'm listening to. At the minute, I'm listening to Roxy music. I like Roxy music. You know, it calms me down. I can answer my emails, sort of have a bit flick about, do whatever. I'm quite comfortable in my own skin. Now, the Discord group is very good for those that do feel lonely. But it's only good if you use it. You can't only pick and choose to use it when you feel like it. You know, you've got to sort of think, right, this is my job, and part of my job is talking to somebody. So use it, and use it for the right reason. You go into some trading groups, and it's just full of dickheads, and they're all trying to flog you this or whatever you say, they're wrong and they're toxic. And that's why I avoid them. I don't use any anymore. You know, am I still involved with the 5%ers? Yes, I am. But I'm more back office with them now. I don't use any of their public services. Why? Because I can't be bothered with the morons who sort of live within it. Because it does affect your mindset. So if you're going to have a community, have one that's healthy. But what I would suggest is have a trading buddy. In other words, somebody that if it's gone wrong, you can pick the phone up or open up a Zoom call or something and just have a little bit of a chat. You will find your trading increases immensely when that happens. Or trade on your own. Now, if you're making a living and you know what you're doing with the charts, a lot of traders do trade on their own. Why? Because they don't want the outside noise. I don't like outside noise. I prefer a clean mind. But it's just something for you to think about. Okay, that's turning away. I'm not worried. I'm now playing with house money because I've already banked money out. So don't bother me. Let it do its thing. Right, I'll just let it speed. I'll just leave the camera on. I'm not going to take it off. And we'll let it run. But I want it to come down into this region here. And then from there, I'll close out. And I'm pretty much done for the day. And I'm pretty much done for the week. I'm going to have a few days off. Because it's bank holiday. So why not? Okay guys, there you go. Job's done. So the first job I need to do is make certain I get rid of my tickets. So I'll switch my tickets off. Boom, boom. And then see what we've been up to. There we go. All right. Calculated trade. I didn't take any risks with it. Wasn't prepared to. So, well, let's just say showboat. I could have easily loaded up on that, but that would be foolish. So I'm happy to take the 194 quid from 20 minutes work. That'll do me. So that's it, kids. Trading ain't hard. It genuinely isn't. You're hard. And it's your mindset that kills it. Anyway, catch you all soon.